Hey, Maximizers! Welcome to my live. If this is your first time watching me, welcome. My name is Crystal, aka Krista Maximizer, and I am a content coach. I help coaches and service providers use YouTube and social media to create consistent sales in their business from their content. Excuse me. Let me take a sip of water. I help coaches and service providers use YouTube and other social media platforms to make consistent sales in their business. I've been creating content on YouTube since 2018. I started my business back then. Technically, my business started in 2018, but my business started in 2019. I started my YouTube channel in 2018. So I have been creating content for the past 7 years. Okay. I started off teaching women how to coupon, how to budget, how to meal plan, how to strategically shop so they did not have to pay full price for the things they want, like, and need. And then in 2020, when the pandemic hit, my clients were like, hey, Crystal, can you teach us how to start YouTube channels? Can you teach us how to start businesses? Can you teach us how to start side hustles? Because, like, we've saved money, but now we need to really make some money. Jobs are uncertain because of COVID. So in 2020, I accidentally became a business coach. My business coach was like, hey, you're one of my star students. How about you come coach my people? And I was like, okay. So again, in 2020, I accidentally became a business coach. It wasn't my goal. It wasn't my intention. It wasn't my focus to be a business coach. But out of a need to serve my clients, I became a business coach. And for 3 years, I did both. Forward facing, I was your coupon girl. I was posting couponing deals and money saving deals and grocery hauls and budgeting and all the things. And then behind the scenes, I was doing all things business coaching. I started my first business coaching program. I did YouTube channel on a budget, side hustle on a budget, Money Makers Academy, Side Hustle Society. I started all of these business coaching programs behind the scene. But in 2023, I had like a 33-year-old crisis and my life was falling apart personally. And then in business, I was feeling stuck. And I was like, I need to pick. I can't continue to do both. I need to pick a lane, stay in it, decide what my focus is going to be. And I decided at that point that I wanted to pursue being a business coach. I decided at that point that I wanted to show up and be a business coach. Hold on. I wanted to show up and be a business coach for my business. Like, I did not want to continue to help women save money outwardly. Like, it's something I love, it's something I enjoy, but I realized that nothing bad happens when women make more money. I realized that I enjoy being able to help women make tens of thousands of dollars and completely change their life. So I said, you know what? I'm going to be a business coach. Okay. But what I didn't realize is that I was being an anything business coach to everybody. I was very depressed because of my personal life, and I was not able to show up in my business the way that I wanted to, the way that I needed to, and the way that I should have showed up. So I was like throwing spaghetti at the wall for the end of 2023 and most of 2024. I was just throwing spaghetti at the wall, seeing if it sticks, right? I didn't really create any new programs. My old programs weren't quite working. I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't signing a lot of clients. I wasn't showing up for my business in the way that it needed in order to get the clients and get the results that I desire. I said, what makes me different? There's 50,000 business coaches, but what am I doing differently? What is my secret sauce? What sets me apart? What can I help people with that other business coaches aren't necessarily helping them with? And I sat down, I looked at myself, and I looked at how I help my clients. And the answer to my question was content. I'm a content machine. I have my business because of the content that I created. I have posted over 2,000 videos to YouTube. I've gone live over 1,000 times. And from that content, I have been able to make over $400,000 on social media. I have done brand deals. I've made money from affiliates. I've been able to make money from all of the big 4 platforms. I've made money from TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and of course, I've made over $40,000 from YouTube, from the platform alone. Without my YouTube channel, without me creating content, I'm not Krista Maximizer and I don't have a business. So I said, I need to lock in and focus on helping business owners with their content, helping business owners market their business on social media authentically, build an audience and make sales. That's my secret sauce. When I made that change, when I made that focus in 2024, I started signing clients every single month because I had a clear focus. This year, I was like, I'm niching down even more. Okay. I had been shying away from niching down. I had been not shying away from niching down and focusing hardcore. I don't know what's going on with Instagram. Hold on. Let's restart my Instagram. I don't know why my Instagram was doing that. Hold on. I'm restarting my Instagram live because I don't know what was happening with it. Hey Instagram, welcome to my live. If this is your first time watching, I'm Crystal, aka Crystal Maximizer, and I'm a content coach. I help coaches and service providers use YouTube to create consistent sales in their business. So I was talking about how I made the pivot and I decided that I was going to really hone in and focus on helping business owners with YouTube, because YouTube is the reason I'm here. YouTube is the reason that I'm yapping to you right now. YouTube is the reason that I'm Chris the Maximizer. YouTube helped me start my business. I started my YouTube channel first, then I started my business. I've always known I wanted a business, but YouTube was the gateway to my business. Thank you so much for those likes, Jay. I appreciate it. Tell me a little bit about what your business is, Jay. What's your business and what do you sell? YouTube is the reason why I'm here today. I've known my whole life that I wanted to have a business, but I had to start the YouTube channel in order to get the business, if that makes sense. I had to start off teaching women how to coupon because I was an expert in that area to get me to being the business coach that I am today. I only have 7 years of experience posting on social media because I started my YouTube channel first. I've been couponing for 18 years. So I had so much more couponing experience. Now I have a crap ton of content experience because I posted, like I said, over 2,000 videos to YouTube alone. Not to mention hundreds of videos on Instagram, hundreds of videos on TikTok, not to mention any of that, right? So I posted thousands of videos on social media and I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars from social media as a result of my content. And YouTube is the reason. YouTube is the core. So tonight, I just want to talk to you about how I use YouTube for my business. I also want to remind you or state, I am a business owner first and a content creator second. My goal is to sell my coaching, right? I sell one-on-one coaching, group coaching, memberships. I sell workshops, boot camps, masterclasses. Right now, I'm launching a brand new content membership. It launches in January, where I'm going to be helping business owners create consistent content. I'm going to be helping business owners plan, batch, and schedule their content every single month so that they can generate consistent sales in their business every single month. And they're going to do that from creating their consistent audience. I'm going to help them build the audience. I'm going to help them create the content. I'm going to help them schedule the content so that it's always flowing, right? A lot of people want a business. A lot of people want to make money, but they suck at marketing. They suck at showing up. They suck at being consistent. Consistency is going to make you the money. Consistency is going to build your audience in your business. So I want to talk to you tonight about how I use YouTube for my business. So let me know in the comments where you're watching from, what city, what state, what country are you watching from, and what is your business? Let me know in the comments what your business is. What do you sell? Who do you help? Let me know in the comments, okay? Kinsley, put your clothes in the dryer. I'm trying to find my... That's not what I need. But anywho, where are you watching from? What city, what state, what country are you watching from? And what is your business? Jay says, I need to break into YouTube. I help people with no tech experience start making money from sales and digital sales. Okay. Awesome. But what exactly do you sell? So you help people with no tech make money from socials. Okay. And you need to break into YouTube. Like, what specifically are you selling, Jay? And if you do want to break into YouTube, I'd love to help you. You can definitely hop on my wait list. And this goes for anyone. If you're looking to get into YouTube as a business owner, you're looking to be consistent on YouTube as a business owner, you definitely want to get on my wait list for my brand new content membership. The content membership is going to be everything you need as a business owner to use YouTube to make consistent sales all of 2026 and beyond. So if you're a business owner that wants to make sales on YouTube, you definitely should be in my content membership. Okay. The membership launches in January. Details about the membership will be out next week. Early bird sales and promotions are going to be happening for the week of Black Friday. So if you want to get in early, if you want to break up your first payment, if you want to get access to bonuses and everything, make sure you get on my wait list. How do you get on the wait list? You go to KristaMaximizer.com, click on membership. If you go to my bio on TikTok or Instagram, you can click the link and you can hop right onto the wait list for the membership. But tonight, I just want to dig into how I use YouTube for my business and how you could potentially use YouTube for your business. YouTube has always been my number one platform. Yes, I have TikTok. Yes, I have Instagram. Yes, I have Facebook. But YouTube is number one for me. So much so, when I made a pivot in my business, I started a new YouTube channel because I understand the power of YouTube and I knew that I wanted an audience of women who wanted to start and grow their businesses. And I know that those women exist in my couponing audience. But when you subscribe to my channel for couponing, you want money saving tips. You want to learn how to save money. You want to catch a deal. When you subscribe to my business YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris, I think I'm about 4 subscribers away from 1,000. So if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, go to YouTube, Build a Business with KRYS. Build a Business with Chris, and subscribe. I'm 3 subscribers away from hitting 1,000. So when I knew that I wanted to make a pivot in my business, when I knew that I wanted to build a fresh audience of women who specifically want help starting and growing a business, I knew I needed to start a brand new platform. So I started a brand new YouTube channel. I've been working on this YouTube channel for 2 years, but I have not been consistent for the whole entire 2 years. I've been consistent in chunks, but I had not sat down and for a whole year went balls to the walls on this YouTube channel, which is what I plan on doing for 2026. For 2026, I'm like, you know what? We are going to be 100% consistent. But I will say that when I started that YouTube channel, when I made that pivot in my business, my life was falling apart. And I was literally depressed for almost a year. So I didn't make nowhere near as much progress as I wanted to with that YouTube channel or in my business in general. I am finally in a place where I'm like, I feel great. Business is going well. I'm signing new clients. I'm building my audience. I'm being consistent. And I know what it takes and I know what it looks like. And that's why I want to talk to y'all tonight about why and how I use YouTube for my business and how it has been able to allow me to make hundreds of thousands of dollars on social media, multiple modes, multiple platforms. But like I said, I'm a business owner first and a content creator second. I'm a business owner who creates content to make sales in her business. Getting the brand deals, doing the collaborations, getting paid from the platform, getting the affiliates is just another income stream that I can make doing what I want to do, which is creating content to make sales in my business, right? So the number one thing that how I use YouTube for my business is I decided that YouTube was my main platform and I treat it as such. When I sit down to plan my content, I only plan content for YouTube. I don't sit down and plan content for TikTok. I don't plan content for Instagram. I don't plan content for Facebook. I only focus on YouTube. Now, going into this year, because I started this in January, this year I said, where am I leaving money on the table in my business? How can I show up in my business and generate more leads, generate more of my audience, build an audience, and make more sales? And I realized that I wasn't utilizing YouTube Shorts. And I was like, okay, I am going to create YouTube Shorts, but I want to do a different type of content. I want to do more day in the life of a business owner because I realized my life now is not even 50-50 business and 50-50 life. It varies. Some days I'm 80% business and 20% doing life stuff. And some days I'm 100% doing life stuff and I'm not doing nothing for the business. So I wanted to show realistically what my life looks like as a full-time business owner that has 2 side hustles and I'm someone's mama, right? So in January, I made that conscious decision to make YouTube Shorts because YouTube is my main platform. I wanted to grow my YouTube channel, and that's what I wanted to do, right? So as a result, I said I'm going to do day in the life content. And I was inspired by a bunch of TikTok creators that were doing day in the life content voiceover style. And I said, I want to do my own version of that. And I want to do that for my YouTube channel. But also, I'm doing it for my YouTube channel, but I want to also post that content on my other platforms because I have other platforms. So when I decided to do my day in the life content, I decided to do it for my YouTube channel, but as a byproduct, I was actually going to post that content on TikTok, on Instagram, and Facebook as well, because why not, right? But when I set out to do it, my goal was focusing on what can I do on my YouTube channel, right? How can I increase the audience on my YouTube channel? How can I get more subscribers? How can I make more sales in my business? Focusing on YouTube. So I looked at YouTube, I saw where I was leaving money on the table, and that's how I was able to really increase my YouTube channel this year, get close to my goal of 1,000 subscribers. And I've signed new clients, and I've built up my audience, and I've added to my email list my ideal clients. So the first and main way that I use YouTube is I make sure that it is my main platform. I decided that it was my main platform, and I don't allow myself to get distracted by trying to post on Instagram and trying to post on TikTok. Now, one thing I will say with that caveat, I love Instagram stories. When I started Kristen Maximizer, I was a YouTube girly, but I was in my Instagram stories every freaking day. Every freaking day I was on my Instagram. And as a byproduct, I told people, if you want to see me in real time every day, go follow me on Instagram because I post in my stories. So that's how I built my Instagram audience, because I post on my stories. So I definitely am getting back into being an Instagram stories girly. And if I have a random thought, I post that on TikTok. I don't post as much of my random thoughts on YouTube because, again, I'm building an audience of ideal clients, and I want them to come to my YouTube channel for business and content, if that makes sense. But my random thoughts go to stories and TikTok. But I don't sit down and plan, okay, I'm going to record these 3 TikToks. No. YouTube is my main platform. I plan my content for YouTube. If it can be repurposed on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, great. And if I'm in the moment and I want to post on TikTok or Instagram, awesome. But I don't plan any of that. My brain power of planning only goes to YouTube because YouTube is my main platform. YouTube is my main bread and butter, okay? If that makes sense, just tap the screen on TikTok. Yes in the comments on YouTube if that makes sense. The second way that I use YouTube for my business is my main focus is long form content. So starting in December, I'm coming back on my long form content because I have been doing mostly shorts for this year. I'm just going to be honest. I've been doing a lot of shorts, and I haven't posted long form in a couple of months, in a few months. And I haven't been going live as much because life has been lifing for me, and I'm adjusting to my new level of consistency. But starting in December, I'm going back to being a long form girly. I'm going to be posting one long form video every single week, and I'm going to be going live probably about 2 times a week. And that is my focus. So I make my main focus on YouTube long form content. For 1 year, it's been shorts, but for the past 7 years that I've been on YouTube, 6 out of those 7 years, long form content has been my focus. And that's because that's what YouTube is, a long form platform, right? So long form content needs to be the focus, and then shorts supplement. So the way I plan on using YouTube in 2026 is I'm going to do what I like to call my 1-3-1 method. Okay. But for me, it's probably going to be a 1-2-3 method. Okay. I'm going to do 1 long form video per week. That's 10 minutes. If you're doing YouTube, you got to do long form content. People come to YouTube and they're searching. They want to learn how to do something. So if you're teaching your audience, showing your audience how to do something, it's going to take more than 3 minutes to go in depth. Get in detail. Get deep. They wanted to watch something short, they can go watch a reel or TikTok, okay? So my strategy is going to be 1 long form video per week, 3 shorts, 3 little shorts per week, which are going to be primarily my day in the life content, which is going to be my day in the life content. And then I'm going to do 2 live streams per week. That's what I feel like I can commit myself to. 8 lives a month, 4 long form videos, and 12 shorts. That's what I can commit myself to every single month consistently. Okay. Main focus is long form content, but my shorts are derived from my long form content. So people can find me from my shorts and go and binge my long form content. Does this make sense? If this makes sense, tap the screen on TikTok. Yes, in the comments on Facebook and YouTube, if this makes sense. Okay. The next way that I use YouTube for my business is, I already stated this, but am I yapping? I use short form videos as day in the life content. So let's talk about why I decided that type of content. I personally love engaging with day in the life lifestyle content. I'm nosy and people are nosy. People love to know what you're doing, what you're eating, where you're going, where you bought something, what your life looks like. And I fell in love with the point of view day in the life content where you show what you're doing and then you tell a story to your audience. Now, Couponing Crystal, okay, 3-4 years ago, whenever I would do day in the life content, I would just tell my audience what I was doing and I would forget to show them. So I'll give you an example. I would say, hey, I'm going to bring y'all with me along for the day. Oh, I didn't record it, but I just took Kinsley to school, made myself some breakfast, did a deal at CVS. Now I'm back home on the couch editing a video. But I didn't show you any of that. Next clip, you'll see me walking to pick up Kinsley from school. Then the next clip will be, I didn't show this, but I picked Kinsley up from school. We went and got ice cream. I helped her with her homework. We did a load of laundry. Now I'm about to go live. Then I have to do a coaching call with my clients. Then I didn't show any of that. Then I pan the camera to you, me showing you, hey guys, I'm on live. We're talking about this. And then me again, hey, I didn't record this, but I made dinner. Me and Kinsley ate. I gave her a bath. And now I'm about to cuddle up on the couch and watch one of my shows. I was telling people what I was doing, but they weren't seeing it. And that type of content wasn't resonating with my audience, and it wasn't resonating with me, and I hated filming it. Back then, I also hated doing voiceovers because my videos were like 30 minutes, and I'm like, I'm not doing a 30-minute voiceover. So when shorts came about, I was like, okay. And when I seen the TikTok day in the life content, I said, ooh, let me do that business style. Let me try a voiceover, because a 2 to 3 minute voiceover is a lot easier than a 30-minute voiceover. And I said, let me just tell the story of the day. Let me not narrate what's on the screen. Like, you can see me cooking breakfast. Like, you can see me doing my hair. Like, you can see me pushing the shopping cart. I don't have to tell you that I'm shopping. I don't have to tell you everything I'm buying. I can say, oh my gosh, I need to go to Publix to get XYZ, blah, 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 and tell you the story of the day or life. That type of content. Okay, did you put your clothes in the dryer? Okay, just take your time on the extra credit. It's due tonight or tomorrow?
Tonight.
Okay, so chop, chop. What time is it? It's 8:30. Cool. 8:15. 8:13. You have time. How many pages is it? Like 4 or 5?
2.
Oh.
But it's like, no, Mom. There's like, I don't know, maybe like 8 or 9 rows.
Okay.
Hi. You guys haven't seen me in a long time.
Kinsley's here. She's doing her homework. Thank you for liking the live. I appreciate it. So once I saw that type of content, I said, let me make my version of it. And I absolutely love it. My audience has been loving it. My audience has been growing. I've been getting so many comments across all my platforms about the day in the life content. And if I'm being honest with you, I love recording it. Thank you, Kinsley. Please go finish your extra credit work.
Oh, I lost my other tooth.
Your snaggletooth. Okay, go.
Bye-bye.
I absolutely love creating a day in the life content. It might be my favorite type of content that I've ever created. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love recording the angles, showing y'all my day, giving you all the tea, telling the stories. I absolutely love it. So I recorded so much over the summer, but I was so overwhelmed with life and my move, I didn't get a chance to post it. Now I'm unloading the clip. And I just posted my last moving vlog. So after this, I still have to finish editing one and I'm going to post another one tonight. But you are going to get, I'm going to be caught up in about another 2 weeks and I'm going to be caught up to present because I wasn't recording every day. I was only recording like a few times a week. Um, you're going to be caught up to present day and moving forward, I'll be like a week behind. I'm not going to allow myself to get months behind again. I'm going to be like a week behind. But I absolutely love the day in the life content. And it is performing so well on my YouTube channel. It's performing the best on my YouTube channel. Surprisingly, YouTube and Instagram is where I'm getting like the most views and the most engagement on my day in the life content. It's so amazing. I'm getting so many new subscribers and so many new audience members and so many people to my email list from the day in the life content. Because why? People are nosy and people love to see behind the scenes. So I decided to put the behind the scenes in the short form, tell the story, and then keep my long form content to super educational. Now, I may do a week in the life on YouTube, which is very possible for me to do. There'll probably be a long voiceover. I would definitely need to like talk through certain portions of that. That may be something, but I know for 2026, my plan is to do my day in the life content, about 3 shorts per week, maybe 4. And then I'll do my educational content long form on live and on pre-recorded. Okay. The next way that I use YouTube for my business is I optimize my description box. I pretend my description box is a blog. I put all of the links in there. I share all of the information in there. I put how you can subscribe, my email links, my affiliate links. I utilize my description box as a second way for my audience to connect with me. The description box is going to let you know how to get on my email list. It's going to let you know what I'm selling most currently for you to get on there and buy it. It's going to let you know how to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's going to give you any relevant affiliate links, sales links, promo links. Not everybody utilizes their description box in that way. I have standing things that are always in there. Like I have a podcast you can go listen to that's linked in there. I linked my couponing YouTube channel in there. Like everything is in the description box. So I optimize my description box so that if you watch the video and you want to connect with me further, you hop in the description box. All the information is there. The next way I use YouTube for my business is I go live weekly. Going live is and always has been my favorite way to connect with my audience. I would rank my hierarchy of content: live, my day in the life content, long form YouTube educational, and then random TikTok and Instagram stories. But my favorite way to create content specifically for business is to go live. I love getting on here with a topic and just being able to yap about it unfiltered. I love being able to get on here, answer y'all's questions. I love being able to get on here and connect with my audience. My favorite way to create business content is to go live. Now, when I started my YouTube channel, I didn't start off going live. I started going live in 2019, and originally my live started at like once a month. And then it started into a couple times a week. And then I started doing binges of like 30-day lives in a row and 60-day lives in a row and 90-day lives in a row. And I think I did like 200 and something lives in a year before. Like, I am a live queen. I love going live. I've made a crap ton of sales on live, connecting with my audience. So going live every single week is essential for me in my business. So I would love to be able to go live 4 or 5 times per week, but with Kinsley going to school and her having practice, it is like, I don't want to say physically impossible, but it's exhausting me to go live at night. Like I can go live now because she had practice right after school and I was able to do what I needed to do and rest and recharge throughout the day. But like when I got to pick her up and then we got to wait and then we got to do practice or a game, like I become exhausted. And then some days during the week, I do my side hustle. So then I have my side hustle, I Instacart. And then I'm traveling. Like I'm leaving for a work trip this weekend and I'm going to be in like 2 different states. And I got 2 work shows to do over the weekend. So between Friday and Monday, I'm going to be in 3 different states. And I'm going to do 2 different shows. And I'm going to be side hustling in 2 different ways. So life is very busy and I'm taking it week by week. But my goal is to go live a minimum of twice per week. If I can do it more, great, but it's going to have to be 2 times a week. I'm going to come with the topic, much like I'm doing now, yap away, and then answer any questions that you all have and let you know what I'm selling. Like my brand new membership that launches in January. So make sure y'all go get on the wait list for my brand new membership at kristenmaximizer.com/membership. It's a content membership where I'm going to be helping business owners create consistent content for their business so they can make consistent sales every single month using YouTube as their main platform and then another platform as their secondary platform. So if you've been wanting to break into YouTube, you've been wanting to use YouTube for your business, you want to be in my content membership, it's going to be around $100 per month. We're going to be having group coaching and everything's going to be live because I'm a live coach. So I'm going to be going and teaching and coaching live in my membership. So make sure you go and hop on the wait list if you want to be the first to know about all the details and the Black Friday promos and bonuses that are going to be happening. Okay. The next way I use YouTube for my business is I have strong calls to action to join my email list in my YouTube videos because YouTube is a great marketing platform, but I want to get my audience off of YouTube and onto my email list so I can have a direct connection to be able to connect and sell to them. Email marketing is still one of the top ways to market. People buy from emails every single day. Every single day, people are buying from emails. Email marketing is not dead. You get an email, you make a purchase, it happens every single freaking day. So I really utilize my audience on YouTube to build up my email list so I have a direct connection to sales. When you join my wait list for the membership, you are getting on my email list. So you're going to get notified every time I go live. You're going to get notified when I post brand new long form content. You're going to get notified when I have any special promotions, deals, discounts happening. You are going to be the first to know because you are on my email list. It's an intimate group of people who get early bird access to all the things that I'm offering on social media. And it also gives you a direct connection to me. If you reply to my emails, it comes to me. I answer them. Okay. I answer all of my emails. I respond to all of my emails. So I use my YouTube channel to build up my email list. I use my YouTube channel to build an audience of ideal clients, and then I invite them to my email list. So if you're not on my email list already, go to kristenmaximizer.com, join the email list. And if you want to specifically be on the wait list for my content membership that launches in January, click on membership, get on the wait list for the membership. Okay. And the last way that I use YouTube for my business is I engage with my audience. This is where I built my community on YouTube and I respond to my comments. Okay. I respond to my comments on all platforms. I respond on YouTube. I respond on Instagram. I respond on TikTok. I respond on Facebook. Now it's a little bit delayed. A little bit delayed. But I respond to all the comments. I engage with my audience because I personally feel like it's disrespectful if someone spends their time watching your content, if someone takes the time out of their day to leave you a decent comment, not the spammy, nasty comments. They leave you a comment and you never respond. Or someone asks you a question and you never respond. Like, you're not Beyonce. You can respond to the comments. And why would someone want to buy from you if they ask you a very basic question and you don't answer it? Like, that doesn't feel good, right? If I always like to think about it as this: if you had a brick and mortar store and someone walked into your store, you greet them. If they compliment your store, they ask you a question, you answer the question, you thank them for their compliment, right? So if someone's commenting on your page and they're spending time engaging in your content, the least you could do is respond to their comment. The least you could do is answer their question. And no one buys anything without asking a question. You want to know the price. You want to know how this works. You want to know how this is going to help you. You want to know how this is going to give you more of what you want. So that's all people are doing when they leave a comment and they ask you a question. So my philosophy is respond to it all. Now, I may not be able to respond in real time, same day, maybe a few days or a few weeks delayed, but I'm going to get there and respond. My only caveat to that is sometimes on TikTok, comments go crazy and now our comments show up. Oh, thank you. So, I don't necessarily get a chance to respond to all of them if they don't show up. But all the ones that I see, I respond to them. So I engage with my audience deeply. So those are the ways how I personally use YouTube for my business. So I would love to know in the comments if you have any questions. What questions do you have about using YouTube for your business? What questions do you have around me using YouTube for my business? If you don't have any questions, can you let me know in the comments? Was this helpful for you? Let me know in the comments, was this helpful for you? Okay. Was this helpful for you? One question I get a lot is like when to start YouTube. Any day is a good day to start YouTube. And one question I also get is like, how often should you be posting? For me, consistently means every single week. So, like I talked about my 1-3-1 schedule, one long form video a week, 3 shorts per week keeps you consistent. Plan your content for 30 days at a time. Plan your content for a month at a time. Plan your videos. And I just walked through one of my clients on planning her content for 30 days because she's starting a YouTube channel from scratch. I have 2 clients that I'm helping start YouTube channels from scratch. And this client that I met with today, we walked through, and she's like like yoga and all like health and breath work. And I'm like, I need this, right? So we went through like her core content pillars, and her homework is for her to come up with her content topics. And I taught her how to outline her videos, and then how from her outlines she was going to make her shorts and then outline her shorts. So like it's a full process. Okay. It's a full framework that I created on how to plan your content for the month and simplistically do it. From four ideas will give you a month worth of YouTube content. 4 topics will give you a month's worth of YouTube content. I can help you make 16 pieces of content from 4 topics, from 4 video ideas. That's what I helped her do. We broke it down, and she's going to have her month's worth of content done maybe in the next week or so. So I do want to thank y'all so much for joining. I will be live again next week. So thanks for joining in. If you're not on my email list already, please go to KristenMaximizer.com. Join my email list. You can click on join the list. But if you want to be on the wait list for the content membership, if you want help with building your YouTube channel for your business, creating consistent content, learning my method for 4 topics equals 16 videos on YouTube, make sure you get on the wait list for the content membership. Thank you so much for sharing the live. I appreciate it. Thank y'all so much for joining. About to go. It's an early night for me. I'm so excited. But you all have a good night, and I'll see you on my lives next week. Bye.